Well, good afternoon, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. We are dealing with the aftermath of Debo going to Washington. And I'm going to dare say that this is the over-the-hill gang. Some of you are old enough to remember that term, when the George Allen Washington Redskins were known as the over-the-hill gang because they literally just wanted old players. They had tons and tons of them. And when you think of Bobby Wagner and Zach Ertz and Deebo Samuels and things, they do have a lot of aging players, so they're resurrecting the over-the-hill gang. Be that as it may, that trade for Deebo, because, excuse me, because the compensation price was actually pretty low. A fifth-round pick for Debo, who is a little bit younger than Cooper Kupp, where you had Cooper Kupp has been able to try and seek a trade from the Rams for weeks now. Probably won't get done. Probably won't happen, in which case he will probably be released, so that way the Rams don't incur the extra expenses. You know, they're looking at it from the standpoint of, after him having almost 1,900 yards, I believe it was, in 2021, he hasn't been able to have 12 healthy games the last 3 years in any of those seasons. So he's probably going to be a cap casualty. And per Dan Graziano of ESPN, the Cowboys in the market for a number 2 wide receiver behind CeeDee Lamb and are expected to pursue Cooper Kupp if the price drops far enough, per Dan Graziano. Interesting, to say the least, but the Cowboys are definitely needing to be in the market for a number 2 wide receiver. A misnomer is that CeeDee Lamb only plays in the slot, which is not true. The misnomer is Lamb only operates out of the slot, but he actually had more snaps at wideout last year than he did in the slot. He can play both places. So getting a Cooper Kupp, who was, been really, really great as a slot receiver, might not be the worst idea in the world. Especially if you don't have to give up any draft compensation. And if he is cut by the Rams, then you can actually start over with a new contract, and because they'll be eating some of it. While I'm sitting here, let me look up real quick. Cooper Kupp. Let me look at his contract. He had signed an extension, so Cooper Kupp has made $93 million career earnings. This year, his cap hit is 29.78. Damn, no wonder they want to get rid of him. 29.78. So yeah, that's the reason why that they want to cut him. And then, actually, I don't know why I was like over the cap as opposed to Sports Track. He's a $29 million cap hit this year. And if they cut him pre-June 1st, it's a $22 million hit. So basically they'll save $7.5 million. They could designate him a post-June 1st, which case they could end up splitting it up and only have $9 million of a hit for this season, and then the rest the following year. If they were able to trade him pre-June 1st, they would actually save $12 million. So trading him versus cutting him saves him about $5 million for this year. So I can see why they're definitely trying to trade him if at all possible. So we'll see if anything comes up above that. Be interesting to see the Cowboys upgrade their wide receiving core. That would be huge. And to get somebody who's not a draft pick, that's doing business a lot different than usual. Alrighty, good people. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you at 5. Peace.